Honest J. Nowak. Coming at you live. Alright. A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak once again. So, let's go ahead, break out the notepad, because we got number 788 online. And for today's little marathon that I have going on pretty much, with maybe a couple more subjects down the line, today, let's talk a little bit about internet trolls. Now, I've pretty much mentioned about these some time ago when I talked about actual trolls pretty much, because I guess the conjunction / comparison that develops really is there for a reason. Because there are trolls, then there are internet trolls. Trolls and trolls. Which do you pick, and how do you not get confused by that? Well, anyways, I will talk a bit more clearly about internet trolls and the things that they have done a lot to our civilization as a whole. Especially in the cyberverse known as the internet. Internet trolls have been quite a big deal throughout the past decade. And I will say that aside from the famous troll face, which, as you can probably tell, is certainly not anything to not take seriously. Because it is still of relevancy to this very day, with tons of YouTubers out there. And I tell you, the list of YouTubers that have been known to internet troll for years and years: Xbox Addiction Z, Unstoppable Luck, Master of Luck, and then of course you combine with Captain PWN87 and many other creators out there. They have been known to traumatize children through the usage of video games. And the video games, of course, themselves are pretty variable. From Minecraft to Grand Theft Auto to any kind of other game out there. And I will say for sure that at least we don't necessarily see them all too much. And it's rightfully so because of YouTube's new community guidelines and the usage of COPPA, or Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And the fact that they established it last year is one thing, but why couldn't they do something like that over a decade ago when internet trolls were practically at the peak of popularity? And so many kids were pretty much messed up. Their lives were technically filled with a lot of voids. And they apparently got filled by those that had tormented them. Now, I will say for sure, Xbox Addiction Z apparently had a channel termination, rightfully so. But now there's another channel. Xbox Addiction Z just doesn't seem to learn anything at all. Tormenting minors is not something to be proud of. Ever. I myself was much younger back in the day, and I almost liked those guys for what they've done. They're not at all entertaining. They are in fact just extreme levels of hate, torment, and so much other things that could potentially take place. And I could just go around talking about many other things around like that, but no way! I don't want to stand for something like this. Ever. YouTube is a better place now. Way better than it used to be. And I'm not surprised. YouTube is finally doing things the right way. So, the bottom line, don't put your face out there on the internet where you're tormenting minors. And especially with the fact that we have things that are worse. Minors are apparently getting shown pornography by adults. And now they're convicted pedophiles. Rightfully so. How come we don't have any sort of... Oh my gosh, like, this is just horrible. Like, why are we living in a time like this? I have zero idea or clue or any sort of... Oh man, I don't even know anymore. I really don't know how the internet works anymore. If people are allowed to do these things, yet nobody's allowed to take action on this, then what kind of world are we even living in right now? What on earth? Wow. I pretty much just jumped the gun right there, so the joke's on me pretty much. But anyways, you know what though? I still do have a few other things I'm going to be talking about here. But just for the sake of this entire whole marathon, I will say at least this part's over and done with. And now I don't feel as stressed as I normally would. But keep in mind though that tomorrow I'm going to be having, well, a 1 episode a day basis again. But let's get on with 2 more things. Starting with the next topic, which I'll have later today. But if you want to see more go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.